The leader of Tzu Chi Foundation is Master Cheng Yen. This is her story and a portrait of her humanitarian relief work around the globe. She heads the Tzu Chi Foundation, the Buddhist charity group with 10 million members around the world. Her volunteers work in the areas of medicine, culture, education, and humanitarian relief in Taiwan and beyond.
To describe Master Cheng Yen is a very, very hard job. In a lot of Catholic countries, I introduce Master Cheng Yen. Oh, she's just like Mother Teresa. But I think she's not only Mother Teresa. I don't want to say she's so great, so extraordinary, she's like God. No, she's an ordinary person. But somehow, she has a very special character.
Medical expertise lies at the heart of Tzu Chi humanitarian relief efforts, both in Taiwan and abroad. Master Cheng Yen built the first of the Tzu Chi hospitals in Hualien, then a remote region of Taiwan vulnerable to natural disasters. It is Buddhist compassion in action, a means of alleviating human suffering with the help of Western medicine. Master Cheng Yen started Tzu Chi in 1966, a humble cooperative consisting mainly of housewives. Her mission was to help the poor, but she soon discovered the cause of poverty was illness.
她看到了这一些现象，就是因病而贫的现象，看到了花莲地区民众求医求不得的苦，所以她觉得她要在花莲为东部地区的民众来新建一所慈济医院。所以当她讲这一句话的时候呢，全场应该虽然是只有10几个人，可是也算是所有来的都是核心人物嘛。大家都空气都凝固了，大家觉得说这个应该不可能嘛，所以没有几乎大家脸色沉重，空气凝固。所以我就在那个时候我就说，我赞成，我赞成，师父我赞成。事实上那个时候真的非常的困难，因为找土地没有人相信嘛，所以都到处求啊，到处拜托啊。所以后来又要说8亿要盖医院呐。我走到哪里，人家就跟我讲说：“哎，那个来了，那个来了。”哦，就说我有精神病啊。好，因为那个时候花莲县政府啊，1年的预算大概1亿左右。那你一个出家人，一介尼啊，一个瘦弱的你去做这件事情，你根本一文不名，怎么有可能呢？要花那么大的愿呢？
To persuade the naysayers, Master Cheng Yen held one fundraising event after another. When then Taiwan President Jiang Qingguo heard the news, he made a visit to Master Cheng Yen and instructed government ministries to give her full support. But even after securing the land and building the hospital, there were fresh difficulties. Few doctors were willing to leave the comfort of Taipei City to work in remote Hualien. Against all odds, after 7 years of hard work, the Tzu Chi Hualien Hospital finally opened in 1986. The hospital now serves 350,000 residents. So how does Master Cheng Yen run a sophisticated network of hospitals? Her secret is management by walking about, Buddhist style. She listens to the needs of both doctors and patients and looks for ways of making things work better. Her approach to Buddhism is infused with pragmatism and common sense.
You have to practice Buddhism, not only talk about it. The practice is more important.
Today, doctors give up higher-paying jobs elsewhere to work at the Hualien Hospital. Master Cheng Yen has built apartments for the doctors and even schools for their children. It was her way of overcoming objections by doctors who did not want to work in the backwaters of Hualien. In so doing, she turned a hardship posting into a dream job. But she went even further. She developed the Hualien Hospital into a full-fledged medical center with its own nursing college and medical school.
It's spent almost 10 years, 15 years to reach the level of the medical center. So it's a long way.
上人有一个观念呢，他认为我们要做任何一件事情，不做则已，要做就把它做好。一再强调说，为佛教，为众生啊，为佛教。很多人都把佛教当成是一个怎样是迷信的，或者是一个老年人的宗教，是一个比较不科学的。所以上人也很希望说，借着新建院这个过程啊，那让大家来认识说，佛教呢，它是一个科学的。
The Catholic Church have now over 6,000 hospitals worldwide. 6,000. You can imagine the size. And given time, Tzu Chi will be like that too.
When Master Cheng Yen first vowed to build the Hualien Hospital, everyone thought it was an unattainable vision. But over the past 40 years, Master Cheng Yen and the Tzu Chi volunteers have realized one impossible dream after another. In the year 2004, 6 million children died of hunger. 250,000 people of natural disaster, and the livelihoods of hundreds of millions more were destroyed.
Tzu Chi was the first Taiwanese organization to enter Pakistan to provide relief. Its volunteers...
Dressed in blue and white, these volunteers spring into action whenever and wherever disaster strikes, bringing aid and relief in the midst of despair. Many call them the Blue Angels. They are the volunteers of a Buddhist charity foundation from Taiwan, Tzu Chi. Their footprints of compassion have crossed 5 continents and left a mark in over 60 countries.
Tzu Chi will save this family's life this winter.
All Pakistanis love you, and we all Kashmiri love you people.
The way you're organized, many people are being blessed very quickly. Very quickly. Yes.
Hambantota is a scenic fishing village in the south of Sri Lanka. On the Sunday morning after the Christmas of 2004, a wave of sudden disaster shattered the age-old calm here. The South Asian tsunami brought death in the blink of an eye. Ocean waves reached heights exceeding 10 meters, killing 30,000 people in less than 20 minutes. 3 days later, the Tzu Chi volunteers arrived, bringing aid into the heart of the disaster zone.
这个灾难一发生的时候呢，我们马上就到了，马上就到，马上就是先看灾，看这个国家它的灾难的受灾情形到什么程度，需要什么援助，需要多少数量，马上回报本会，让我们上人呢做最正确的抉择出来。那么第一梯次来的时候，随行人员有20多位的医疗人员。那么那时候我们是认为说，海啸刚过后哈，那么可能最需要的就是一些有受伤的人需要有紧急就医的机会，那么还有300顶的临时帐篷。 我们还要做2000吨的这个大米的发放。1个礼拜之内呢，我们就把这边的情形报告给台湾的正言上人，那么让我们师父呢可以做最正确的判断。那么那时候就决定了说要盖647间的这个大爱屋哈。那么这个在我们自己来讲是属于一个长期的一个灾后重建的工作。
6 months on, most international aid organizations have moved out of Sri Lanka, but for Tzu Chi, the work has only just begun. They poured more than $10 million into the construction of a new community. The plan consists of 600 homes, a school, and a hospital. On the first anniversary of the tsunami, the Tzu Chi volunteers were ready to present their gift of compassion. They were on hand to help the tsunami victims as they registered for their new homes and prepared to move in. The construction work took just over 6 months.
I saw Tzu Chi people, 3 main characters. That is the dedication. They showed us the teamwork. We respect each other. I really appreciate that quality from Tzu Chi Foundation people.
Always dressed in their signature blue uniform, the 1 million Tzu Chi volunteers around the globe can mobilize at a moment's notice for their latest mission. Like the Bodhisattva with 1,000 hands in the Buddhist legend, these volunteers reach out and alleviate suffering in various parts of the world. In the name of Buddhist compassion, Tzu Chi is known for tackling problems that many would have shunned. For decades, the poorest of the poor in Jakarta, Indonesia, lived on the banks of the Angke River. The residents draw their drinking water from this heavily polluted source. To clean up the river would require the relocation of more than 10,000 residents. It was a massive undertaking. The construction of 1,100 apartments was completed within 2 years. In 2003, the Angke River residents moved out of the squatters into their new homes. To help them break the vicious cycle of poverty, Tzu Chi also built a school, a hospital, and a vocational training institute.
Saya mau mengucapkan terima kasih banyak sama Master Cheng Yen, walaupun dia jauh di sana, tapi di hati saya ada terukir nama Master.
The vast majority of the Angke River residents are Muslims, so the Buddhist Tzu Chi volunteers also built them a place of worship.
The idea is to help the poor, but not just helping the poor, but also to teach the rich to care the poor. So, and I feel that also during this process that this is really what Master Cheng Yen say, if you don't do it, you don't feel it.
Many religious leaders, be they Christian, Muslim, or Buddhist, have affirmed Master Cheng Yen's work.
Do you know Tzu Chi means in English? Compassion, relief. Yes, you have compassion, but you must put into action. Relief. Relief what? Relief pain, relief troublesome, relief hunger, relief disaster. Compassion, relief. I think these 2 words describe Master Cheng Yen.
Master Cheng Yen believes good deeds are means of calling forth the seed of compassion in every human heart. It is a journey that every person has to undertake for themselves, just as she had done decades ago.
而且今天能够做到这样，其实是上人他付出了他生命中的每一分一秒，每一个细胞，是这样在付出，才有办法成就今天的慈济世界。所以我最大的期待是希望更多人来加入慈济，然后甚至是全球的人都能够来了解慈济、接受慈济，作为一个慈济人，这是我最大的心愿。感恩阿弥陀佛，可以结束了哈。